greeting you in the love and in the light and in the whole spectrum of consciousness. This is the Rodin coil tutorial. So I just started it and I thought, why am I not filming this to share with the community? So as you can see, maybe you can see, we have some rings going on the vise. So I've basically cut 4 sacred cubits so far, the 20.63. It's going to be a larger piece, and we're just going to go with the flow. I'm thinking it might be like a 12 ring rodent, based on the size that I'm making it at. But anyways, we'll go with the flow and I'll teach you how to create it. So basically, just follow along. So I'm brazing the second ring right now. And as you can see, we have a full ring that's already brazed. And that's just hanging. So that's in the ring that we're about to braze. Just getting our ends perfect. Sweet. Okay, so now we have our third ring. And we're going to, with each ring, we're going to put it like that. Okay, so you see this? We have a ring, we have 2 of them there. These are all brazed. And the same thing. So with each ring, it's within, no matter which one you grab, you have the rings within each other. So we're basically going to do this 9 more times until we have 12 rings joined, and then we're going to shape our rodent and then we're going to braze it all together. So obviously you can do this with any size, whether it's a quarter, cubit, half. This is a full sacred because I wanted to simply feel what this one felt like and use it as a healing tool. So I'm going to twist some more wire, cut some more sacred cubits. I'm going to get 9 more lengths, and then I'll get that ready, and then I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so we have ring number 4, which is this right here. So that's not brazed yet. So the same thing, it's simply going to loop into all of our rings, and then we're going to braze this. family, I just detoured. I made some geogenetic juice for dinner. So this is celery, cilantro, lemon, parsley, green apple, cayenne, and cucumber. It's absolute magic. Cheers. Now that's dinner right there. Okay. So I'm on number 5. So we have 4 brays there. Once again, whichever one you grab, the rest are joined. So, number 5. Let's go out and braise.
Similarly, as you prepare for sleep, review 3 moments from the day that you are grateful for. Throughout your day, you'll
Just cutting up the sacred cubits here.
When this happens, you now recognize that this is simply old programming running, not an accurate assessment of reality. As you notice these
Making
thoughts,
sure we have
direct your
perfectly
attention by
flat
asking,
ends.
what else is true right now that I can appreciate? You'll discover that whenever you ask this question, your perception immediately expands beyond the narrow focus of concern to include the countless gifts present in that same moment. As this practice deepens, you experience spontaneous moments of gratitude arising without...
This is Brian Scott. I highly suggest checking out his YouTube channel.
As you type, the richness of colors in the ordinary scene or the gift of memory as you recall a meaningful experience. What's happening is that gratitude is becoming your new default operating system rather than an occasional visitor. And this is the secret key to entering into your optimal timeline. This is the key frequency, the frequency of freedom. When gratitude becomes your operating system, you'll notice remarkable shifts in your life experience. Synchronicities increase, relationships deepen, solutions emerge, your physical health improves, your nervous system spends more time resting and digesting. Remember, this integration isn't about perfection, but direction. It's making it increasingly natural to perceive life through the lens of appreciation. Now say these affirmations with me to reprogram your inner subconscious and your inner self to become more grateful, to shift your entire state into one of gratitude. Say this with me. I am naturally attuned to appreciation.
I am naturally attuned to appreciation at every
Gratitude
moment.
flows through me as easily and automatically as my breath.
Whew.
My nervous system is recalibrating to gratitude as its default state. I perceive the extraordinary nature of ordinary experiences. My awareness naturally expands to recognize the gifts within challenges. With each heartbeat, my capacity for gratitude deepens. I am the embodiment of thankfulness, not just a practitioner of gratitude. My perception naturally orients toward abundance rather than scarcity. I receive the full sensory experience of life with deep appreciation. My gratitude creates ripples.
So we're joining our ends perfectly, as always.
I decree that gratitude is now my default operating system, reorganizing.
Okay, so we got some rings here. We're going to continue. So, one at a time. Same thing. Let's braze. There's probably other ways to do this as well. This is just one way. Okay, so we got 8 rings. We need 4 more for our 12 ring rodent. You can start to see it coming together a bit. Okay, I'm gonna make 4 more rings. We're gonna do the same thing. I'll see you soon.
Our normal environment is in a much higher frequency and
Okay, so we have 9 connected, 10, 11, 12. So we're gonna join the last 3, and then we're gonna braze it all together and put it into its shape. We've got the last one. Beauty. So technically, we could keep going. This is the part where you create the coil exactly how you desire it. And what we can do is bring all your brazed ends in the center, so it's kind of tucked in for the overall final aesthetic of the piece. And yeah, you kind of just play with it. There's not really like a complete right way to do it. You do want to make sure all of your rings are pretty perfectly round and straight. And yeah, you just shape it until you're happy with it. And then we're gonna braze it all together. It'll just click. Like that just clicked. It felt good. Like that actually feels good. And you just gonna braze all your pieces together. Oh yeah. So that's obviously just for an example, because I'm gonna need to put it on a brazing block and I gotta go find one. So I'm gonna do that and then we can braze it all together here. I'll get the pickle ready and we're almost done. Our first Rodin coil tensor. Okay, so I'm gonna drive into town and go find a cement block, and I also have to go get a razor. As you can see, I started shaving my head and my razor just, something happens. I don't know what it is. So I gotta get one of those. So I'm gonna go do that and then we'll braze when I'm back. And maybe we'll clean it up in the rise tomorrow. And we'll have a beautiful new creation.
So you're a strong believer in really pushing people's, giving them their power back, aren't you? Or helping them see their power.
Success.
That's really what you're all about.
Literally, yeah, that's beautiful. That's exactly right. So, and the quickest way I can describe regaining that sovereignty or that power, it comes back to that word attachment.
I stole this from the curling rink. If anyone in Gibson's is watching this, I'm gonna return it. This is temporary.
You don't care about anything, you're totally unfeeling. No. Okay, look at me as an example, just the opposite. I'm full of passion and joy and animation, and I'm completely detached. So it's the total opposite. Now, the reason why detachment is so important in terms of...
Alright, let's finish up. Now, it is the fun part. So what I'm doing here, I'm just bringing all the brazed ends into the center so they're kind of covered up, if you know what I mean. And then yeah, it just you kind of tuck it in. And then we just play with it until it all clicks in. And you're happy with your rodent. Oh yeah. Yeah, you could drive yourself buck wild trying to get it perfect, but there is a way to make it so kind of the way that I'm looking at it is I'm just looking for the outer circumference to be as perfectly circle, and for all of this just to be flowy and tight. And I think that that is the key. By the way, this is the first one I'm ever making. So stay with me. Oh yeah. Let's bring this in. Oh, ooh. I don't like that center one. Ooh, I like that outside going on there. Ooh. Oh yeah. Ooh. We're close. Oh, I like that. I do like that. You just feel it. The feeling is the secret. So I might braze this. Let's see. I'm gonna bring this one in. Oh yeah. And if this one can stay, then I think I'm gonna go for it. You can kind of press down on it and squeeze it all together. And shape it. Like that, almost. It really worked. Oh yeah. Oh. Felt really good. So I'll show you what it looks like from up top. So obviously, you know, you can take your time and play with it and just get cozy. So that gives you a little bit of a side view. Let's braze this baby. So basically, you just start joining. Oh boy. That happens. So you're basically just brazing every ring together. gonna give it a sec. Let it cool down a bit. So you can kind of see what's still moving. So that's gotta... What I'm gonna do is get a little hammer. Just shape it a bit. I forgot that is completely hot and will burn a I'm just gonna turn this over. That one's pretty loose. So basically I'm just looking at where all the connection points are and then kind of giving it a hammer into shape. And then, yeah, let it cool. This is also bringing some life back into the annealed wire. Beauty. Okay, so I just gave it a little soak, and what that allows me to do is to shape it all up once again, and then finish up the last brazes. See where there's still places that, as long as it's sturdy, but you know, you can look and see, oh wow, that's a, you know, that's a great place I can braze. That's a great place I can braze. So you kind of feel it. Beauty. Love it. Oh yeah, it's a good spot. And obviously the less rings you have in your rodent, the less brazing you'll have to do here. Like for instance, this one here has 4 rings. So it's pretty simple, pretty small. I went pretty large, and I actually wanted to go larger so I could stand in it, but that's for another day. This will be a good transmutational piece for what I need. And this, my friends, is a Rodin coil tensor, 12 ring, sacred Cubit, 144 megahertz. So it's sturdy, and what I can do now is, before putting it in the pickle overnight, I can just look and see there's a few more spots that it could be brazed to really give it like a full sturdiness. So I can actually mark those out and then finish that up. Okay, this is going in the pickle. I hope this has served you. I'll see you in the rise when it's all nice and polished up. So this is, as I said, my first one. If I learn any tips and tricks, I'll do another video for it in the future now. But it's not bad for the first one. I feel like I'm happy with it enough to say it's a complete piece. Yeah, super stoked. So I'm gonna put this in the pickle. I'll see you in the rise. Thanks for coming along. Leaving you in the love and in the light and in the shadows of the one infinite creator. Om. Greetings, family. Grandest of days. Just made my coffee. It's a sunny day out in beautiful Gibsons, British Columbia. This is a treat. It's been super cloudy and rainy. And the sun is shining. The rodent's been in the pickle all night. I'm gonna grab that. Alright, I just took it out of the pickle. It's all shined up. Woo! And that, my friends, is the first Muna's Magicka rodent coil. I hope that we call it a rodent coil. I mean, it's a way of calling this. We can call it whatever we want. I could call it the sunlight coil if I wanted to. Or the walrus coil. Or the sea lion coil. But what it is 12 full-size sacred Cubit, 144 megahertz, harmonization, divine life force energy, chi, prana, goodness, love, harmony rings in this specific toroidal formation. Leaving you in the love and in the light of the one infinite toroidal flow. Oh.